I love Pikmin, so much so that I want to see what it tastes like. That was awful. I think I'm gonna have to stick to Wii games. Much better. Pikmin has always been one of those series that I've had but never actually played. However, when a certain Blue Muppet lost his mind over Pikmin 4 existing, as well as the re-releases of Pikmin 1 and 2, I knew that I had to try it out. Pikmin 4 was even releasing on my birthday. That was such a good opportunity. So I played Pikmin 1 plus 2 after Christmas, and I bought Pikmin 4 last Black Friday. I wouldn't pay over $35 for it. I've never failed more in my entire life. While I try and see if my games still work, I think it's time for VOMe to talk a little bit about how I actually understand the series now. I basically played the whole series all throughout 2024. Started off spring with Pikmin 1 and 2, then waited till fall to play Pikmin 3 for some reason, and ended off the year with a lot of Pikmin 4. I went from thinking the first game was alright, to enjoying the second game, to completely adoring the third, and asking the fourth for its hand in marriage. Talk about a villain redemption arc. If you too are full of evil and don't like the series, let me cue you in on what makes Pikmin, Pikmin. Each Pikmin game is based on grabbing different collectibles. You command your Pikmin to gather stuff and fight enemies. You need to grow the Pikmin's population by feeding the Pikmin's onion nutrients, which are usually dead bodies. What a completely normal game. But that's not all. You need to finish as many tasks as you can before the sun goes down, because if your Pikmin are left out at sunset, they're gonna die. Fight creatures, grow Pikmin, gather stuff, make sure your Pikmin aren't left out at sunset, repeat. It's a pretty simple gameplay formula. The fun really begins when you start to optimize your route. This is most easily seen in Pikmin 1, where you have a limited amount of days to collect Olimar's ship parts. There isn't enough time to kill every enemy, grow your Pikmin population, ensure that none of your Pikmin die, and gather all the ship parts in time. You technically can, but only if you're really good at the game, which on your first playthrough, you won't be. The fun really comes from figuring out how to tackle these different tasks and which ones are most important, so that you can manage your time well. Technically speaking, you are rarely in danger of killing off the Pikmin population or running out of days. However, as I played the game, I felt naturally compelled to be as efficient as possible. I could take my time, but there's too much satisfaction in seeing the number of total days go down each playthrough. I could let my Pikmin fight enemies without any help, but then I would feel super bad about letting so many more of them die. When I played Pikmin, I was naturally motivated to find a balance between going fast, searching areas thoroughly, and making sure my Pikmin population didn't plummet. Good task management, that is the heart of the series. So, what about the other games then? Now, of course, for those of you who have played through the series, you know that Pikmin 3 has a lot of similar design philosophies to Pikmin 1. You need to find fruit and now rescue travelers at the same time. While you don't have an exact limited amount of time, the number of days that you do have is directly tied to the amount of fruit you collect. This leads to a game where task management is even more important, as you have even more things to do. In addition to that, you also have 3 captains, meaning that you can do several tasks with the Pikmin at the same time, making task management even more fun. That leaves Pikmin 2 and 4. In both of these games, you have an unlimited amount of days to collect treasure and rescue castaways in Pikmin 4. Not only that, but the games both feature caves, which significantly slow down or just straight up stop the flow of time on the surface. So how exactly do these games encourage efficient task management? Well, both of these games still have the day limit. Therefore, we're still incentivized to be efficient and cut down on the total number of days that you take. In addition, Pikmin 2 ensures you plan your tasks out because the enemies are just so difficult in this game. Ensuring you're careful is a necessity, as one wrong move can kill all the Pikmin in your squad. I had to plan out my movements very carefully and optimize my combat so as few of my Pikmin died as possible. It's a different kind of task management, but it still feels like Pikmin. In Pikmin 4, the enemies are a lot easier to fight, but there's a lot more puzzle elements to contend with. Using the right kind of Pikmin to do different tasks and deal with different stage hazards is incredibly important. And this, once again, makes me think about how I'm going about my tasks. In short, all the Pikmin games, not that one. All the Pikmin games are about using Pikmin
to collect stuff as efficiently as possible. You do this through careful tactical strategy as you plan out what tasks to complete and in what order. You want to make sure you don't run out of time, Pikmin, or your sanity.
So I think we've all learned 2 lessons from this. First of all, Pikmin, it's fantastic. Second of all, don't eat these.